Hello and welcome to the Billowing Hilltop podcast. Hope you're well, readers. One quick reminder that we're going to be at Dragonmeet on the 30th of November at the Novotel Hammersmith. If you're heading down there, it's a great tabletop convention with trade halls and gaming and everything. Let us know through social channels. We're at Billowing Hilltop on Blue Sky and Threads, and at Billowing Hilltop on the increasingly weird Twix. Or you can message us on Facebook. You can reach us through Instagram. You can email us at hello@billowinghilltop.com, whichever way you choose. Ratings and reviews are always welcome. That's it. Let's push on with episode 217 of the Billowing Hilltop podcast. Quake me up before you go. Good evening, everybody.
How's everyone?
Hello.
Yeah, I'm very well. How's everybody else?
I'm very well, thank you.
All right, thank you very
We're
much.
all here, readers. Every single fiddly little one of us. It seems like a while
Talk
since
about
we're
Johnny
all
like
gathered
that.
together.
Well, Lucas has been doing his Christmas preparations.
Yeah. Graham has been appearing in the West End. Gate crashing a production of Kiss Me Kate.
I've been prowling the Serengeti.
Touring safari parks across the
I've
UK.
been trying to get out my high chair.
Please keep your hands inside the vehicle.
Paul has been waiting for spare parts.
He has. And on charge.
Very much so.
And I've just been being my normal, enormous, depressed, unprepared self. Well, I have actually read
We're
this
used
bit.
to it, Mike. It's fine. Oh,
And a bit of the next one, which is increasingly causing me disquiet because it's just a whole other level. Every book is, I mean, I guess they're doing the whole high level thing, right? So
Yeah.
it's like we've got to make it bigger. It's got to be scarier. The last book is really interesting. It's called Dawn of a New Age, and it is genuinely not what I was expecting. But the next book is, it's,
I think you said that about this book, but this hasn't been too difficult, this one, has it?
I can't remember what I said about it. A lot of the feedback has been in the forums and stuff that this is a lot of players' favourite book. I don't know that it's my favourite.
I like
I
it, though.
thought it looked a little bit... Yeah, I've liked it. I've liked it more than I expected to reading it. I have struggled with the
Story?
production of it, like the maps and the actual material of it has been a little bit difficult to run. And there's lots of typos and there's logical gaps and breaks and stuff that just don't make sense. It has the feel of something that could have been read again
Yeah.
by a proofreader or whatever.
Yeah, but it's in a
and
magazine and they
somebody-
had to produce them quite quickly, I would imagine.
Right.
Yeah.
Readers, go back and listen to our talk with James Jacobs about the production of these things. The sausage machine has got to keep running.
Yeah. I felt it's held together pretty well.
Yeah, it's fine. I mean, the through line is fine.
Yeah.
It's more to do with, for example, the cage.
Mm.
The way that it's meant to work as intended in the text doesn't make sense. And so what's it doing?
Yeah,
Because it
what's it
seemed to
doing?
take up an inordinate amount of everyone's capacity. That kind of thing. Right. Where were we? Oh, yes.
Yes, just the door had
Yes,
opened.
yes, the door has opened. The great doors carved for those of us who were not here last week. Who wasn't here last
Lucas.
week? Was it Lucas?
I wasn't here last week, but I thought
Lucas.
that
Oh, no, jet plane.
Paul wrote a resume in
Paul circulated. Readers, Paul circulated a little update.
I remembered
Yes.
it for once.
Lucas's
and I
benefit.
thought it was very good.
Oh, thanks, Lucas. Yeah, It's it very, was pretty very good. kind of you.
I read my vision that you wrote down, but I assume
the
the vision was
visions,
only
yes, we
just
had-
part of doing this ritual, right?
Yeah, yeah. We all ended up at the same place
That made the door
in
open.
each of our visions.
The vision that was planted in your brain by the whatever it's called, the well of thingy. What was it
The
called?
Fountain of Knowledge?
The fountain of whatever
Something
it
like
was.
that.
Anyway, the fountain of thingy on Telagos Island.
Right.
These visions were preloaded, but they also seem to contain personal touches that seem specifically relevant to yourselves. So that's something's going on there. Do we want to recap before I tell you what's on the other side of the doors?
toilet.
Just a question,
Isn't it? It's
No,
a toilet.
go on.
situation. It's not, Paul. You're obsessed.
Not the corporate toilet. Oh.
Readers, Paul hears the phrase throne room and his mind goes somewhere else.
Yeah.
That is because Paul, when he had normal digestive processes,
Never had normal digestive
spent
process.
something like 50% of his life,
Don't tell them
Um,
about the cushion on the ceiling
you know.
or the grab handles.
There was one word was to sum up Paul's life until about 3 or 4 years ago. It would be the word throughput.
Thank you so much.
Both of our readers are now
Oh,
recoiling
dear.
in disgust.
Yeah.
Talking of which, we had a message
Yeah.
Ooh.
from Simon. You know, every now and again we should check in with the readership.
Mm-hmm.
We had an email, by the way. I don't know if you saw that email, Paul, that appeared in the
Yes.
Billowing Hilltop inbox. I don't know where to start with it.
Beginning?
But David, that's a very strange email.
Yes.
And aqueduct is not, so far as I know, a single word expletive. Simon messaged us over the weekend because he ran a 100-kilometre charity thing. I won't put any place names in this, but he started near where you live, Paul, and he ended near where I live.
Oh, yes. I know what you mean. Yes.
Ooh.
Yesterday I ran a very long way and it took a very long time. I thought you might like to know that. When it got tough, my go-to was Billowing Hilltop. How about that? The kilometres ticked over nicely as my brain was entertained by you guys and all of your shenanigans. Though if I have to hear Paul talk about girthy worms one more time, and then we just get the vomiting emoji. Thanks again for putting the show out there. I can only imagine it's far from easy to do.
It's really
Keep
easy
up the
to
good
do.
work. I'm sure I'm not the only one out here that looks forward to Thursday's new episodes as a highlight of the week. That's from Simon. It's rather nice, isn't it?
Nice.
Yeah,
Nice.
that's
Nice.
lovely.
Very good.
His life must
Thank
be
you,
pretty
Simon.
bad.
And well done on the ultra marathon.
Yeah, amazing. 100 kilometres. Jeez.
Fantastic.
The you than me.
Lucas, you've read Paul's summary. You had an extended commune session trying to work out how you might get through these doors. And in the end, you kind of hit the answer. You also dealt with the Type 5 demon that you had dominated,
Yep.
set it off. It undertook
Into the wilderness.
not to take any action that would cause you harm, something along those lines.
She was very funny.
And it is no longer dominated because you took a long rest. That long rest, you had to wait until midnight, which means that we are, I think it is Sunday, the 26th of Fart.
Fab.
So when did
It
we
must be
start? We
about-
started in midwinter, didn't we?
You started in Fumbulary, the something for
Right.
Fumbulary. I'd have to go back
So
through my notes.
we've been going about a month.
You've been going about a month, about 6 weeks. Yeah, I know. It's just completely absurd. Alistair Land, for example, who you encountered last time, if you remember him.
Yeah. That was his name.
The idea was that he had aged.
He
Right.
had aged 6 weeks.
I kind of had to edit his little spiel because he rather alluded to the fact that much time has passed since we encountered each other and all this other stuff. So it hasn't really. Walking the paths of the shadow world, time passes differently, like cat years or dog years or something. Anyway, whatever it is, you perform the ritual and the doors swing open.
I've done
I've
a
got see
death ward
invisibility.
and a freedom.
We've
moment.
dominated the giant as well, haven't we?
Yes. Currently, you've put him acting as a sort of shield. Tonight's beer, Paul, is Brooklyn Brewery Stonewall Inn IPA.
Oh, well, speaking of breweries,
Very nice.
my favourite brewery, Vocation Brewery. And I've got one called Hop, Skip and Juice, available at all good supermarkets. Not that expensive.
Yeah, they have it in
Yeah.
the supermarket up the road, but it's all weird and too strong.
Yeah, this one's 5.7. Yeah, bit weird and strong.
Yeah, okay. Well, we'll be losing Paul a little bit later on.
I
this evening.
I haven't seen that. Well,
Okay.
thank you and good night.
Yeah, bye everyone. The ceiling of this vaulted chamber is lost in shadow above. Flanking stairs rise 10 feet to a platform across the room. Atop it stands the statue of a rampant dragon, wings spread, 4 claws extended, and mouth agape. Its chest is rent open, revealing its rib cage, wherein floats a ruby red box. Its face is carved with leering dragons. Dark striations of rock travel vertically through the walls, creating the illusion of pulsing blood veins in the light given off by the glowing red box. A susurrus, Paul's favourite word, echoes through the chamber like dark secrets long hidden. As the doors swing wide, the flickering light pulses once and then fades. Let me show you a picture of my glowing red box. Yep. Well,
It's a phrase you don't hear every day.
Oh,
yeah.
Mike, your box is impressive.
it is not bad,
That's
eh?
pretty good. It must. It's a bit spiky. Might hurt on the way in.
Oh, it
but
even says phylactery on it.
it does. Oh,
Yep.
That's quite a box.
There's a constant whisper of dark and evil secrets.
Right, we need to destroy
this-
it, right?
I thought we'd get to this point. That's not been made entirely crystal clear.
It's not as simple as that, is it?
Well, no, it's you think so. Alistair Land said that he thought it was ultimately the best thing to do, but that there were risks.
Yeah.
Yes, that would free
Yeah. You
some
break
power.
it. You free some power to the. Yeah.
Yeah, But that's just Alastor Land. What does he know? Dog years, cat years, whatever. He's still only about 12.
I think he does have the voice of the narrator, though.
Well, there might be a bit of that.
Do we have a Marcus Doombringer scroll still?
A teleport.
I've forgotten that we can use to get back to Marcus Doombringer.
You don't.
Right.
But you have teleport spell, and you have the keyword for the teleportation circle in the center of Marcus's lair.
Right. Okay.
So phylacteries contain this kind of soul. That's right, isn't it?
Of
If you
the
destroy
lich.
it,
Right.
then they can't get
It
generated.
would make a very powerful bargaining chip for dealing with Dragotha, should you need one. That might be the counter-argument. Destroying it in theory would mean that Dragotha, once slain, could not rise again.
Yeah.
Nobody's put a sign pointing in this direction for you, so this is very much for yourselves to determine, unless you speak to somebody else or whatever. I don't know. But obviously Dragotha is the chief lieutenant, the great marshal general of Chios, and his destruction would be a big step towards preventing the Age of Worms.
So the question is, do we think that we can kill Dragotha, or do we need this as a bargaining chip?
How can you bargain with Dragotha?
You basically say, we will destroy your soul if you don't.
Yeah, but can you trust anything Dragotha says?
If you've got a phylactery held over him, yes.
Does any one of us know how to destroy a phylactery? What is it you do to destroy it?
We're going to start with some Arcana checks, so we're going to start with some shouting.
Right?
But let's do the Arcana checks first, and the
9.
shouting second.
Oh dear.
15.
Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear.
15, 15's pretty good.
5.
Yeah.
20 for Scaly.
Okay, so Scaly has done well, and Burple has done well. Couple of things. First of all, Scaly, you asked the question, how do you destroy a phylactery? Obviously, this is not something in which you are expert, but your understanding is that they are difficult to destroy. Sometimes they can be destroyed by just force. They're just very resilient magical objects. Sometimes there is a specific set of circumstances that one needs to enact for them to be destroyed, returning them to the forge in which they were smelted. That kind of area.
Bit Lord of the Rings.
A bit Lord of the Rings. You don't know about this one, though.
Not even with a 20.
You didn't know anything about Dragotha's phylactery. You can roll
Okay.
whatever number you like.
Okay.
But it doesn't somehow open up pathways to knowledge that you couldn't know.
Okay.
Burple, you've got the distinct sense as you've opened these doors that something has changed in the fabric of the keep.
Right. The clock is ticking.
Possibly, it felt like breaking the seal on a very old bottle of wine, or opening the door to a cellar that's not been opened for 100 years or something.
Yeah.
There's a sense of a kind of a... But the other thing that you sense is something that Buggy mentioned to you quite recently, which is that Buggy understands that there is some kind of enchantment on the fabric of the keep that seemed to have been preserving it from the dragons, effectively, maintaining its structural integrity. Buggy noticed that enchantment that he detected had been, as it were, unravelling a little. Well, now you've got the sense that it's completely unravelled.
Oh dear. Can we feel tremors already?
No, there's no tremors. It's just
Rumblings
that
They
from
will,
above.
they will appear at some point, yeah.
it wasn't being held together by the enchantment, it was being protected by the enchantment. Buggy tried to stone shape through one of the outer walls and couldn't do
Alright.
so.
So there's some people on their way.
Possibly, yeah.
I'm wondering whether we shouldn't just take the phylactery to Marcus Doombringer. See what he
Can we
says.
do the shouting that I was mentioning first?
Oh, okay. What shouting?
Well, I'm going to tell you. Vasinibex, who's standing behind you, shouts, "Is that it? After all of that? Is that it?" He's reeling with shock and disappointment, and he looks like he's about to kick off.
Oh dear.
Maybe we should have, in fact, definitely we should have initiative.
Told you.
We tried.
Can I do an insight check, Mike? Is he angry, disappointed, angry at us?
You don't need an insight check.
Just annoyed in general?
You think he's angry, Parker, because he's dedicated his life to breaking into this vault in order to grab the treasures therein. The doors swing open, and all there is some shitty fucking statue with a glowing, pulsing box of evil in its ribcage, which is not what he was hoping for.
Right. What exactly was he hoping for then? I mean...
Well, he just said he spent lots of time saying things like, "Can you imagine the treasures that must be hidden within?" So he's obviously
okay.
built in his mind. He must have built up this great pile of gold coins dotted with rubies and
He
magical
doesn't seem to have
scepters
done
and-
his research properly, does he? I mean, surely...
He doesn't seem to have done his research at all, Lucas. You've been into his study.
Right.
Right.
Bizarre. Okay.
Initiative.
Oh, yeah.
4
Sorry.
for the bug.
I got 11.
15.
Parker's on 15. On 23, what's your initiative modifier, Sessions?
+3.
Burple.
+5.
Okay. On 23, it's Burple.
Okay. Tell it to investigate the dragon. The
Cinebex.
frost giant.
Okay.
Recover the box.
He
Yeah, okay. Recover the box.
recover the box. Okay. On 23, it is Sessions.
I'm going to watch him.
Recover the box.
Recover
Watch
the
him
box.
die.
Parker on 15.
I'm going to watch as well. To get the
Scaly
popcorn
on
out.
11.
Scaly's going to pull out the bow and just wait and see what happens. Start talking.
The crystal bow.
He's going to start talking to it, going, "What do you think?"
Vocinebex stomps up
It's a little
to...
bit sinister, you in this bow.
Yeah, trust me, it's not as sinister as it sounds. Or don't.
Well, he can get he can
don't-
take a move.
Don't trust me.
Well, he's a giant, so he doesn't need to go up the stairs. He can just walk straight up to this thing and reach in and grab it, I reckon, as an interact with an object. Just going to make a dice roll. Okay. When he lays his hands on it, stuff happens. He recoils from it and seems to be in a state of mental anguish. I think you might get another saving throw. Who knows about the rules of this spell?
Each time the target takes damage, it makes a new wisdom saving throw against the spell. If the saving throw succeeds, the spell ends.
Yeah, he's not going to make this save, though. No way.
Natural 20.
Oh, okay. Only the blue dice of power could have done that. Well, okay. He can't do anything. It's the end of his turn. On 4, it's Uncle Buggy.
So he's recoiled.
Can I ask?
Yeah.
I have a telepathic link to the creature.
You had a telepathic link.
Yes, but when this thing happened, did I sense anything?
I don't think... Does it say that you share their senses or experience what they experience?
While the creature is charmed, you have a telepathic link with it as long as the two of you are on the same plane of existence. You can use this telepathic link to issue commands to the creature while you are conscious. No action required.
It's only one-way telepathy, though.
It's one way, yeah. There's nothing in there that says you see through its eyes or that it maintains a running commentary of its experiences.
Okay.
Where had we got to? Oh, yeah, Buggy. Sorry, Buggy.
So he's recoiled from the box. So he hasn't...
He reached two hands out, grabbed it as if he's to lift it out of the rib cage, and the moment his hands touched it, he kind of went, shrank back from the box, and seems to be diminished somehow. But you couldn't see any kind of burning or searing. He doesn't seem to have any wounds. He just recoiled.
How big is the box?
Well, I'm going to say it's about 3-4 feet across.
It's on a pedestal, this statue, and how do I get up?
Yeah.
How high up is it?
Well, the stairs go up 10 feet, so the platform is 10 feet, and then the dragon statue is dragon size. So let us say that the box itself is probably another solid 10 feet above the floor.
If I go up the stairs...
How much does it weigh?
Yep, you'd be 10 feet below it.
But I can go under its wing. I can get round there by going...
Of course. Yeah. You're standing about 10 feet below the
go up
exposed
to right
box.
next to the box. I think that's my move.
Okay, yeah. You can feel its evil energy.
Take my axe out and, that's it.
Sharpen it? Fine. Well,
The Cinebex is now probably not dominated.
Yeah, you would know.
I mean, I would have a
yes, you know, Burple,
knowledge
because
of the
that telepathic
telepathic
link is
link.
broken.
Yeah.
On 23, you can decide what to do. It's your turn again. Yeah, gone round quickly.
Oh, it's me, is it? How much does it look like it weighs?
You think it looks pretty heavy. I can't give you a number because I don't know how much things weigh. Not as much as a piano, not as little as a B laptop.
Okay. I'm going to cast
Yes.
Detect Magic. Do I
the
detect any
chamber?
magic within a 30-foot radius?
No.
For the duration, you can sense the presence of magic within 30 feet of you. If you sense magic in this way, you can use your action to see a faint aura around any visible creature or object in the area that bears magic.
Which you would do
learn
next
School
turn
of
because
Magic
you've used your
event.
action to cast a spell. But there are no magical traces within 30 feet of you that you're not familiar with.
Okay.
I presume you can kind of screen your fellows out from
Yes.
that
Yep.
trace,
Okay.
right?
Yep.
Sessions on
I'm going
23.
to move
Where are you moving to?
into the room.
Okay.
There you go. Past efficient.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sessions on 23. I think I will try and take Vocinebex out of the combat. So can he make a wisdom save?
No, it's a simple answer, unless I roll another 20.
DC
or some
20.
extraordinary number. No, I cannot.
Okay, he's a snail.
He's a snail. Okay. I mean, there we are. Poor old Vicinibex, eh?
What's the DC of your save, Graham?
20.
20, so it's better than my dominate.
Well,
Is that concentration, though, Graham?
Yeah.
he spent years researching how to get into this vault, yeah? And he's not, let's face it, he's not had a great last few hours, if you think about it. Poor guy. Do you know what I mean? He's not interested in the stuff that is in there after he's been disappointed to find out what is in there, and then he's forced to go in and grab the thing that he's not interested in. When he does so, something awful has happened to him, and then he's turned into a snail. On 15, it is Parker.
Graham, shall I pick him up and take him somewhere?
If you want, yeah. I mean, we don't really want him to take any damage, so...
Put him on the phylactery.
No, if he takes
No.
damage, we don't want to do
That's not
that.
good. Well, we could put him outside the room somewhere, right?
In a corner out the way. Yeah.
Throw him
Put
out the
him
window.
in the rib cage with the thing without touching the phylactery.
Why don't you just throw him out the window?
Is there a window?
No.
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 Window
So you
upstairs.
basically,
a
if he
window
does
upstairs.
resume his normal form, he would be crushed because he's inside the giant metal statue.
Okay.
That was my thinking.
Could do that.
What a nice young lad Burple's turning out to be.
Oh,
I-
it annoyed me.
That's
Or we could just
it.
put him in a corner out the way.
That's what I was thinking. I will go in and pick him up
Or-
and take him back out of the room.
Okay.
Under a cup. I mean, it's one of those piece of paper cup. Just put him in the corner.
Okay, so Parker's doing a Chris Packham act. On 11, it is
Hold on.
scaly.
Sorry. I can do move, so I can actually place him on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
Let's make sure we
6,
get all of these
7.
details absolutely nailed before we move on. Yeah.
So I will go into the room, pick up the snail, come back out, and go along the wall
Of the vestibule
of the
area.
vestibule
Yeah.
area next to the door
Or
and
is it a
plonk him
lobby?
down
Or
outside.
is it?
Yes,
Because
basically in the
A
lobby.
foyer. Okay.
Whatever you want to be.
On 11, it's
And then
scaly.
go back to where I was.
Hanging out just inside the doors.
Yes.
Scaly. You're standing there with your crystal bow.
I'm going to come into the room, 40 foot into the room, and he's going to talk to the crystal bow. So what do you think we should do?
Would you like to have this conversation here or in the broom cupboard, Paul?
Let's have it here, because I'm going to tell everybody what it says.
Well, it doesn't say anything. Your interactions with it are on an emotional level.
Is it encouraging me?
It's encouraging you to take lives and gather souls for the glory of Kios.
Okay, all right.
Whenever the thought flashes across your mind that you might find a living creature and zap it, you get a warm feeling in your trousers.
So when I look at Buggy and think I could just kind of just do away with Buggy.
Oof. Yes, you get a tingle.
Oh. In which case I'll just move in, do that. Just kind
Okay.
of waiting to see what happens a bit.
I would say that you feel an affinity with the phylactery,
Okay.
or rather the bow in your hand does.
Yeah.
Again, it's all emotional. It's not verbal.
Yeah.
On 5, it's for Cinebex's tour, who starts to unipodally clamber the wall and think about being lightly fricasseed in butter and garlic.
Hmm.
On 4, standing with this giant statue of a dragon looming over him is Uncle Buggy.
It's metal, is it? Dragon.
I don't think it's specified. It says statue. I'm saying stone.
So let's say I put my portable hole below the statue and then stone-shaped a little slide for the phylactery to roll down into the portable hole. Is that possible?
That's really good.
It is floating, Buggy. So no. It is dangling in space.
So I could open the portable hole and lift it over it.
Yeah, you've got to climb 10 feet up the inside of this statue, but yes.
Does it look like that big gaping mouth in Tomb of Horrors? In other words, if I go in it, it's a sphere of annihilation or something.
I mean, the rib cage.
Does it
No,
look
the
safe?
rib cage looks
Yeah.
like just a rib cage. An awful, dreadful, ripped apart,
Okay, well,
horrid
I'll
rib cage,
climb,
but a rib cage.
I'll climb up without getting too close to the phylactery and any kind of field it's got around it.
Climb up the outer structure of the dragon statue.
Yes, I'm sort of getting to the edge of the rib cage.
Yeah, give me a climb check.
The rest of us are just...
Waiting for something awful to
Natural
happen.
20.
Oh,
Natural
what?
20.
Okay, well, you absolutely
Okay.
gibbon up to the
It's
top.
like Tarzan.
Can I free my hands up now and take the portable hole out?
I would say if you give me an acrobatics check,
Dangle upside down.
you can work out how to anchor yourself on the statue and free your hands.
12.
12 is enough.
Nice.
Right, portable hole. Let me just have a read of it. Fine back cloth folded into handkerchief unfolds into a circular sheet 6 foot in diameter. You can use an action to unfold the portable hole and place it on or against a solid surface. Yes, okay.
It's not.
So you can't throw it over it like a cloak and have it disappear
Yeah.
inside it. But brilliantly, Uncle Buggy discovers this.
Hanging upside down from the inside of
After he's the giant, terrifying dragon statue.
Hang on, let me think.
the rest of
Let
us
me
is
think.
just like, what the fuck are you doing?
What about if I stone-shaped a kind of platform just under the...
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know. So I'm perched on the edge of the rib
You're
cage.
perched and you're ready to act.
Anything else I can see in the rib cage? I mean, is it a 10-foot square or something?
There
or?
are waves of necromantic evil coming off this thing and washing over your little bearded, urine-stained form.
I mean, the rib cage is what, sort of a 10-foot by 10-foot hollow? What is it? Can I stand inside
Yeah, I would
it?
say it's 10 foot across. Oh yeah, sure. You could probably climb into the rib cage because you're only 3 foot tall without touching the phylactery. It would be
Yeah, I'll do that then.
okay. So you're gonna
Just
okay.
on the very
I'm going to
edge.
assume that. Yeah. It's fine. I'm going to assume that's all
Gingerly.
inside 2 move actions. On naught, something happens.
Oh. That laugh.
We're all standing in the wrong place.
No, it's fine. Who said that there was going to be a kind of rumbly earthquake thing going on?
Parker.
Well, he was right. Things start to shake. You can feel a vibration coming up through your feet. Uncle Buggy clinging to the statue. Everything starts to kind of move around a bit. Dust starts to spiral down from the ceiling. Cracks start to appear in the floor. Little micro fissures spidering their way along between the flagstones and up the walls.
Very Indiana Jones.
Very Indiana Jones. On 23, it is Burple.
Okay, I'm moving up to it.
Right,
I'm moving up.
Burple.
Yes.
It's quite difficult to move and hold your balance.
Oh,
Difficult
okay.
ground.
Well, hang on. Maybe I will revise that.
Yeah, because of the shaking ground, it is difficult terrain. So,
Okay. I will take an action to cast freedom of movement on myself.
each creature on the ground that is concentrating must make a Constitution saving throw. On a failed save, the creature's concentration is broken.
Concentration check.
Yeah, but you don't need to, do you? Because is freedom of movement
Detect magic.
a concentration spell?
Detect magic
Oh,
is
detect magic.
concentration.
Okay.
But I have war. What's it? Do I get a
What's it?
warcaster? feat?
Tell me about Warcaster. How does it work? I think that's when you take damage as a result of a...
I think it is, yeah. Warcaster, you have advantage on con saves that you make to maintain your concentration on a spell when you take damage. You can
You
perform
need
a
to
somatic
make-
bonus.
I need to get- Yeah,
even
let me
with
get you your
weapons.
DC. Let me...
Use your
get you
reaction to make an opportunity attack there.
But it's not taking damage.
Yeah, so I'm not taking damage. So it's very specific about
So
taking damage.
No helpful.
No.
No helpful.
No helpful.
It's no
Okay.
helpful. The DC is... Oh my god. Okay, it's a DC 24 Constitution save.
Right. Okay. Well, I'm not going to
To,
make this.
Ooh, hello.
No.
21.
No.
Close. And then you've got a move action.
4, 5, 6, 7.
And I'm saying that your freedom of
8.
movement spell... Can we talk about what... Oh, it's all right. You touch a wooden
I've just
creature for the
moved.
duration of the target's movement is unaffected by difficult terrain. So, end of that problem. Spells and other magical effects can neither reduce the target's speed nor cause the target to be paralysed or restrained. Next on 23, it's Sessions.
Okay, so I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to start by swooping down, picking up the snail Vicinibex, sticking it in my bag of holding.
Yeah.
So I no longer need to worry about concentrating on that.
Isn't it something like 4 feet by 4 feet by 4 feet, the bag of holding?
How big is he?
He's got a 15-foot base, and I think he's about 25 to 30 foot tall.
Be like a strawberry smoothie in there.
Well, I think actually
Bag of
there might be a rule.
holding. It's roughly 2 feet in diameter at the mouth, 4 foot deep. Can hold up to 500 pounds, not exceeding the volume of 64 cubic feet.
Which is
If the bag is
4 times
overloaded, pierced or torn, it ruptures and destroyed, and its contents are scattered on the astral plane.
Okay,
Yes,
well I'm not
I
going to
said
do
that
that.
might
then.
be your-
Change of plans. Now that
Yeah, change of plans. It's 4 foot by 4 foot by 4 foot. I think that is
Mhm.
64 cubic feet.
Yeah.
So if you try and stuff them in there, fine. As a snail, fine. Not a snail, sayonara,
Okay,
bag
so
of
not
holding.
really interested in doing that then.
I'd try and put the bag over the gem, the phylactery, rather than the portable hole.
Yeah, but that would involve flying up to the
Yeah, exactly. I think I will...
evil box of doom.
I will observe.
The evil box of doom is more than 2 feet across as well.
So I can't stick it in there.
Yeah. I'm saying it's a 4-foot cube, so it would fit into a bag of holding.
Come and pick me up, Graham.
But
Where are you?
Over by the statue.
And?
Well, if I'm
Sounds a
flying,
bit dodgy.
it means I don't have to contend with the concentration issue, and then I can cast levitate and levitate it down into Bugraft's portable hole.
Oh,
yeah.
basically.
Good
then.
idea.
What's the range of your levitate?
60 feet.
60 feet. Okay,
60
I
feet.
will fly in, grab Burple, fly back out again, which should leave you still within range of
The thing,
the thing. Yeah,
you reckon?
60 feet from about there.
So
Yeah,
it'd be about there.
40 feet.
But the levitate is straight up and down.
Yeah, but you can levitate it down, can't you?
Yes, but it's inside, is what I'm saying. Whereas I could try Mage Hand, which moves up to 10 pounds. Do you think it's more than 10 pounds?
Yes. It's 4 foot across or something. Yes.
Okay. Didn't take telekinesis. Otherwise, I can't move it. I've got levitate and I've got Mage Hand.
You could dominate Buggy, get him to grab it and put it in.
The thought had occurred, Graham.
Thanks.
Confusion. Yeah. The dominate Buggy spell. Well, Paul's already evil.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, you've got
Well,
you're carrying around a
the
massive
cackling
evil
evil
weapon.
staff.
That's linked to Kias, our
Yeah.
arch enemy.
So you're a servant of Kias.
Well, not necessarily.
Not necessarily.
All
You've been
become apparent
dominated.
shortly.
It's a
Sorry.
cursed item.
It seems like we have to either take the whatever effect it is when you touch it,
Maybe
or
it seems like whatever's going to go down is going to go down in here, doesn't it?
well, once we've got it, we can teleport away.
Yeah, I think somewhere in the script possibly is written they thought about that and went, let's not allow them to teleport it away.
No, I
had
think
to
they
do-
probably. I think we probably can, but
I think we might be able to because
getting the thing is the issue.
enchanted stones that stop you teleporting in before, that enchantment's broken, so I think you probably could teleport out.
yeah.
I just don't think it's going to be very easy to move it. I don't think it's going
Yeah.
to be
I think at some point something else is
is
going to, like the dragons are going to join us, so we might need
Yes.
to be
We need to be quite quick.
expeditious.
Yeah. That's why I wanted to try the Mage Hand to see if it.
We could
If
try
it's
it.
less
I
than
mean,
10
it
pounds.
might be. I don't think it will be.
But that requires me staying there because that's got a 30-foot range.
I think your levitate one was a better idea.
Yeah, but it only Mage Hand moves it sideways. Levitate just moves it up and down.
We'll just move it down. I'll put the portable hole down underneath it.
But it's inside the rib cage.
If we're going to teleport it, where are we going to teleport it to?
I was thinking we'd go back to see Marcus.
What do we expect Marcus to do?
Be powerful.
Protect us.
I think the thing is we're looking
I think
for.
we expect Marcus to know what to do.
We're expecting another character whom we assume is much higher and more powerful and all this kind of stuff to solve the problem for us, when in fact I don't think it's going to happen. We're expected to solve this one and deal with it.
Do you think so?
Yeah, I
And
know.
while he's holding that crystal bow, can you trust anything he says? That's my question.
No. Well, I did have an idea about that. But
Exactly.
Was that Sessions, by the way? Or have we decided?
Yeah,
or
no.
what?
Oh, Bubbles
I think you should take me. I think you should stay in the room, Graham.
Really? If we must.
Okay,
Just within
so
range of me doing a Mage Hand.
Sessions is swooping down, picking up Burple, and then you're kind of retreating halfway back between
Yeah.
the dragon statue and all of the horribleness and the double doors.
Staying within 30 feet of the phylactery.
On 20, the seismic tremor worsens.
can I just ask quickly,
The-
is it throughout? Is it like, so is Parker also experiencing it, or is it just within the room?
I'm saying Parkers are kind of at the edge of it.
No,
So
it's the whole thing is going to. The whole heap's going to collapse, isn't it? We're on a timer.
I would say that the intensity of it seems to be greatest across on the readers. Think of a landscape room that is about 150 feet east to west, and I would say it's about 100 feet north-south, but it's top right and top left-hand
It's like
corners.
half of a hexagon. It's it's
Yes,
half of a hexagon.
an octagon,
Octagon?
but yes, the corners are the
Yeah.
top and right left-hand corners have been angled off. The westernmost portion of the room is where the seismic event seems to be most intense. In fact, Burple and Sessions and Scaly, you feel they're kind of at the edge of that effect. Buggy is feeling it more intensely. Parker feels sort of semi-shielded from it. On 20, however, it intensifies, and those thin, spidery cracks start to widen. And over on the western side of the room, there is a cataclysmic failure of structure. And let me just change the map for you. And the entire western side of the room breaks open to reveal the void of the canyon outside.
I think we grab the phylactery and do teleport.
Flying, waiting outside that rent are two creatures. The first creature is a giant, you think ancient, blue dragon. It is wearing a ring on one of its claws that is burning with a white heat. Alongside it is an ancient and gargantuan red dragon that I think you have spotted, Scaly has spotted and recognised before as Brazamel the Burning. As the western wall of this room collapses, the blue dragon extends its claw towards the phylactery. Seems to be concentrating, like Yoda lifting an X-Wing.
Telekinesis.
Okay, and the phylactery starts to move towards the blue dragon. It moves about 10 feet. Oh, no, further than that. It moves about 30 feet back towards the dragon. Let's put a figure in for the phylactery. Need a little mini to represent it now.
Hang on, haven't we got that sphere of annihilation thing? I think that will work. Hasn't Parker got
the thing that controls
spheres of annihilation? Haven't we got that, Parker?
Oh, it's the sphere. But it's not a sphere of annihilation.
No, it's not a sphere of annihilation.
No, but maybe it would.
It's a thing that controls things.
It is wrested free of the suspensor field that has been holding it, and it starts to drift towards the blue dragon. On 15, it is Parker.
How high is it?
Don't think it's changed in terms of altitude, so it's 20 feet above the floor, 10 feet above the plinth, which has got the dragon statue on it.
Do you think I should run and jump on top of it and then go ethereal?
That's not a bad idea. Could you take it with you?
Yeah, I think so. If I sort of landed on it without, I might have this be repulsed or something, or feel horrible. But that, that might happen before I do my spell. That's the trouble. That's probably not gonna work.
Did you say it's 30 feet above the floor, Mike?
20 feet.
20 feet. I can move something with levitate. I can move it up or down 20 feet. So if you put your hole on the floor, you might be able to move it into the hole.
Is that going to be an opposed check with his telekinesis, though?
Maybe. You could move it level with the
top of the hole. Yeah.
The event horizon.
So
maybe sessions you could do.
Very cool.
Dispel
That's
magic
very cool.
on the telekinesis.
Yeah, that's a possibility.
Then
it's still Parker's turn, so
except it's a high-level spell.
Let's get Parker out of the way, and then not in a
in
bad
fact,
way.
if you do dispel magic and it just drops to the ground, then you won't need the levitate. I can get my portable hole underneath.
So it's Parker's round.
Well, it's Parker's round.
Sorry, according to this high jump, you leap into the air a number of feet equal to 3 plus your strength modifier. If you move at least 10 feet, you can extend your arms, your height above yourself during the jump, thus you can reach above you a distance equal to the height of the jump plus 1.5 times your height. That should be 20 foot. So I will go up to the phylactery.
Sorry, you can move 3 plus your strength bonus.
There's difficult ground,
plus
remember?
my height. No, I don't. I'm mobile, so I don't have difficult ground.
3. What's your strength
It's
bonus?
4 foot, and I'm a half orc. That's 4 plus 1.5 times my height. 8 foot plus
4 foot, so that's 12 foot. That's 16.
8 plus 16.
Long
In
jump.
some circumstances, your GM might allow you to make a strength athletics check to jump higher than you normally can.
What
it's
about
quite a
jumping
running
off
jump
the
at it.
ledge?
Yeah, run up the stairs onto the platform and
Yeah, I can
run
walk.
off the platform.
So I could actually go straight up the vertical surface of the platform and then jump down onto it. That would be better. You said the plinth was 20 foot up.
Plinth is 10 foot.
Plinth is so I go up to the plinth, jump off the plinth. I can reach, grab the phylactery on my way, and then start moving back again.
Well,
The only question is what you class as an action in that case. It's all movement interacting with an object.
There's so much stuff going on here, Luke.
there's
I
also
can't begin.
how strong is the telekinesis?
Telekinesis, yeah.
Well, we'd have to see, So
Because you could be dangling
let's
from
just
it.
do the first bit. So I will run up
I mean,
the ledge, jump off, and grab the phylactery on the way down.
that's what you're doing.
Yes.
Definitely.
Sounds slightly ominous.
Okay.
Yes.
Right. You don't have to make any rolls to do that?
No, I don't think so, as far as I can see.
Not even to do the successful grabbage at the other end, like the kind of... I think it's reasonable to...
Acrobatics check.
You can choose athletics or acrobatics.
Yep, I will make an acrobatics check.
In order to grab this thing, and I'm going to say it's a DC 12 check for you to be flying through the air, to wrap your arms around this thing.
I mean, it's not exactly
and
flying,
to grab
given
it.
it's that it's literally in the next 10-foot square from the ledge.
I mean, you're still mid-air, and you're trying to grab
yeah,
onto
that's
it.
fine. So here we go.
Yeah. If it's a platformer
That's
game, there's an element of skill.
13.
13 is enough, Parker. Can you give me a DC 19 wisdom save, please?
17. I think I'll try my luck.
17. Yep.
Here we go again. Oh,
There
natural
you
20.
do make that save.
Yes.
You ace that save. There's something deeply unfortunate and awful about hanging on to that phylactery, Parker.
Yes.
You feel you have just swerved it.
Right.
You think remaining in contact with it could be extraordinarily dangerous. Your mind flies back to the experience of Vasinibex when he grabbed hold of it, but for the moment, you are dangling from it. On 11, it is Scaly O'Toole.
Hang on, was that an action? Were you classing that as an action?
No, I could say that your acrobatics check was part of movement.
In which case, I will just run back again.
Well, you let go.
Let go and run back again, yeah.
Okay.
And free action to say, oh, I didn't like the feeling of that. We can't touch it.
On 11, it is Scaly O'Toole with his crystal bow.
Dan,
Crystal
Dan,
bow.
what's
Yeah.
that spell you do which gives bonuses to stuff?
You mean Bardic Inspiration?
That one.
Oh, that one.
It's not a spell.
It's not a spell.
Not a spell.
No.
I was just thinking I could try and do a banishment on the blue dragon.
No, I have to do it first. I bestow it upon you. I think I can do that as a bonus action, but I
Would
don't
it
have
then
an action, right?
improve the
You'd
saving?
get an extra D12.
No,
It wouldn't.
It wouldn't.
Yeah, it wouldn't make any difference.
Wouldn't make any difference.
You can't use it to influence the saving throw of
Yeah,
the target.
that's
if it
what
was
I
an
was
attack roll, it would make a difference.
Bane or something works that way.
Yes, Bane works that way. Yes.
Well, Bane is on. Yeah. Shall I try and attack Vasinibex then? Not the Vasinibex, the phylactery, sorry.
All the dragons.
no, I think Vasinibex. I think run back out of the room
No.
and start wellying into the snail.
I can't touch the dragons because I can't do ranged.
Very confusingly, the ancient blue dragon is called Vermirox.
Lots of V's and X's.
And lots of
Can
X's.
you do...
How high is the ceiling in this room?
I'm going to say it's the same height as the ceiling in the room before. Is it a room? Is it a foyer? Is it a vestibule? Is it an atrium? 40 feet.
40 feet.
And the phylactery is still 20 foot in the air, isn't it?
It is.
So I can't attack it. I can't attack the dragons. I can try and do a banishment spell on the blue dragon with a wisdom saving throw of 17.
Oh,
Sorry,
no,
charisma.
Won't,
It's a charisma saving throw.
won't stand a chance. They'll have legendary saves on about
Yeah.
zillion charisma.
Yeah.
It's a very good looking
So I'm a bit
dragon.
stuffed as to what to do.
Can you do
I think-
dispel magic?
I can do dispel magic, but it never works. I can do hold monster, but it never works.
If that thing moves 30 feet around now because of the telekinesis, if we don't do something to that phylactery this round, then it's gone. Because 30 feet means it's over the edge of the cliff. The cliff is probably going to get bigger.
Well, actually, next to go is the dragons.
Yeah, we've got a round.
An action, actually.
Yeah, I
We've
just
got round to when the dragons are, and if we haven't done anything, then that thing is over the edge of the cliff.
a little bit inside me says there's nothing we can do, and this was
Well,
meant to be.
I think you've got two options.
Concentration spell.
First one is Burple can go up,
Telekinesis.
touch it, and teleport to Marcus Doombringer. Then he has to make the DC 19 save. As soon as he gets to Marcus Doombringer, he can drop it. Or Buggy can go up, touch it, has to make the DC 19 save, take it to the ethereal plane. That would at least get it away from the dragons.
Tries,
Or
or Sessions tries a dispel magic on the telekinesis.
well, and we get rid of the telekinesis in some way or other. Of course, don't
Doesn't
forget
it-
that these
don't they go
dragons are going
next?
to attack us. Yeah. Oh yeah, they go next.
What does the
If
crystal
you do damage on...
what does the crystal bowl think about attacking the phylactery? Like,
Paul, it's aligned with it. This is key.
Well,
It likes the phylactery.
so it doesn't want me to attack
It
it.
doesn't think
That's
damaging the
pals.
phylactery would be a good thing at all. In fact, you're getting a sense that if you were to intervene on the side of the dragons, Mr. Bell would be extremely pleased with you, Paul.
Okay.
Although even if you attack the phylactery, I would assume that it's not going to basically be destroyed on one hit. It's probably
No,
going to have
no.
as many hit points as the Lich does, or something ridiculous
Yeah,
like
but
that, right?
I'm
Which
wondering
means
about.
it's going to take ages to
When you
destroy
think
it.
about it, Paul, I mean, you are their kin. When you look at it from a certain point of view, you've got 3 dragons in this setup and
Yeah.
4 other people.
Yeah, I know.
Well, the telekinesis is a concentration spell, so if you can do some damage on it, you lose the concentration.
Have a quick look at the initiative order, people.
Yeah,
Yeah, I know. It's dragons next.
Both of them.
yeah.
Brazamel the Burning is next.
Yeah, and then Vicinibex,
Vicinibex is the snail.
which is the giant. It's the giant. Yeah.
Then it is Buggy.
Right.
Then it is Sessions. Then it is Burple. The blue dragon is on 20.
Right.
Hang on, I'm sure I didn't go.
And he's the one with the
I haven't
telekinesis.
had a go since the phylactery's moved. I must be before the dragons.
Before the blue dragon.
Yeah, you are. You're in
Dragon.
3 people's time.
Yeah, precisely.
Okay, that works.
Well, whatever. We are grouped nicely for a fire thing from the burning dragon.
Speak for yourself.
No, it wouldn't do that because the phylactery is in the way.
It doesn't stop it moving and then doing that.
Oh, yeah, true.
So I'm going to use a dash action,
And I'm going to fuck off.
and I'm fuck off.
Oh, come on, Paul. You're not going to go that way. Paul,
Readers.
you're a paladin.
Scaly has just run out of the room into the vestibule. Or is it a foyer? Or
Paul,
is it?
come on. You're the only one who can stop them.
Oh, hello. Bravery from Scaly.
Scaly's going to actually run towards the phylactery,
Bit out of character, isn't it?
and then it's going. Wow.
Can't win. Can't win.
He's going to cast. Should I try and do a dispel magic on the?
Seems like you've run right up to it without...
Well, I'm putting myself in a position where I can try and do something, but I just don't have anything I can do apart from trying to do dispel magic on it. Should I try and do dispel magic on it?
What spells have you got? I mean,
Have you got any damaging spells?
Not for an object.
No, against the dragon. Dragon is concentrating, as Johnny pointed out.
They're all
concentrating.
they've all got saving throws.
Telekinesis is a 5th level spell, so Dispel Magic will require a...
Well,
not
dispel magic
automatic.
will require
It's whatever bonus it has, isn't it?
Yeah.
DC 15.
No, plus whatever bonus the dragon has,
Yeah.
Yeah.
which is going to be chunky. So it'd be more like 21, would be my guess.
do you think there's a weight limit for telekinesis?
I don't
No,
think there's
it's
much
just-
of a weight limit.
I could try and do
It's
a...
just the
Just
spell
to
level.
clarify,
It's just the
friend
spell
guide,
level.
storyteller,
Is it just the
it's
spell
just
level?
the spell level. Yeah,
Aha,
it's just
okay,
the spell
good.
level.
So yeah, DC 15. And this is
Yeah.
cast at a higher level.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If I cast it as a 5th level spell,
You'd still be...
It automatically dispels.
Oh.
If it's 5th level spell, cast it at 5th level. You automatically.
well,
Oh, right.
there you go.
So Scaly's just run up to within 10 feet of this thing.
Hang
Thought,
on, hang on a
that will
sec.
concentrate lines. Something will occur to me.
Wait a second, I could have done this from back there.
Yeah.
What was I thinking?
But is that what you're doing?
Yeah.
Okay, so you're casting Dispel Magic at 5th level,
Yep.
and you're trying to remove a single magical effect, specifically a spell effect, on the phylactery.
Yep.
Okay, we've hit a bit of a critical moment. If this works, you're in the game. If it doesn't, you could be in terrible trouble. Does it work, though, is the question,
Yes.
Paul? Well, I'm not going to tell you now.
Oh, no.
We'll
Typical.
find out whether or not this
Every time.
works and whether or not you've saved the situation, Scaly, when we pick things up next.
Let's hope it works.
Let's hope it works.
Bound to.
The Billowing Hilltop podcast is a Billowing Hilltop production. Dungeons & Dragons is a trademark of Wizards of the Coast. Kings of the Rift and Age of Worms are copyright Wizards of the Coast. Kings of the Rift was written by Greg A. Vaughan. Music is from Kevin MacLeod and Incompetech.com and is used with thanks under the Creative Commons license. Additional music and sound effects come from the wonderful Sirenscape. All other original material is copyright Billowing Hilltop. Role-playing games are all about getting people together, and we use Roll20 as our tabletop, the perfect place to host your game, and Discord to host our chat. Thanks for listening!